Hi.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Cheers.
Just a cold coffee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. So this has been a little bit of production to get set up, but we did.
We sure did.
So for those of you that don't know who we are, I'm Michelle Sweeney, owner of Epicurean Delights in Kirkland, Washington, and this is my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought it would be
My
fun.
favorite mom.
Yes, my favorite mom. My only mom. Right? Or is that a whole nother talk
Oh,
show?
yeah, you know.
Okay. Yeah. So we decided that Easter is almost upon us, and I thought it would be fun to do bunny cakes a couple different ways, starting with the childhood bunny cake. I'm sure everybody has a childhood bunny cake, and if they don't, I'm sorry, you really should. So it was funny because my mom dug these pictures out the other day, and I kept telling her I felt like as a kid that these bunny cakes were like these massive things. And I mean, let's be real, it is kind of big.
Yeah.
It is big.
It takes up a whole cookie sheet.
Well, and look at it's on a couch.
And it's a ginormous bunny head.
Yeah, so I do think this is pretty adequate, for my recollection. I'm kind of impressed with myself because the McGavin cakes I thought were huge too.
Right.
And my friend brought one over not that long ago.
Tiny. Yeah.
Tiny. So it's amazing.
Not so good either. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing what you have in your head as a kid. Everything seems bigger. So I thought it would be fun to do some bunny cakes. We're going to start with the childhood fave, fan fave. So my mom, for those of you that don't know, like our history, I'm a 4th generation baker, 2nd generation cake decorator. I kind of sort of learned from my mom. My mom, this bunny cake originated with my grandma. So my grandma was an amazing baker. She was known for her cookies, and this was a grandma tradition that mom carried on, and we want to recreate that for you because everybody's at different skill levels. We thought it'd be fun to show this, and then mom was a production cake decorator.
Very production.
So we're actually going to recreate one of her production cakes that she did when she worked in the bakery. And so why did you decide to be a cake decorator? I actually don't know this story.
I don't really remember why. I just remember. Actually, it started with you guys and your birthdays. So I would think about what kind of cake I was going to do. And then I got into the Wilton preformed cake pans and all of that stuff.
Today too.
Yeah. And just went from there.
Well, I can remember as a kid, we would go, I don't know where it was, but you would take me somewhere where you would get all the little plastic, clown heads and all that stuff.
That was at that store in Bremerton. Okay. She had the cake decorating supplies there, but then she also had a lot of that crap stuff in there too.
Yeah, tuck and ruffle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you took a class from Roland Winbeckler.
Oh, at the Fantastic Cake Box in Kent. Yes, I did. So, and that was pretty amazing to walk in there and to see all these 3-dimensional cakes that they had done. So
for those of you, I'm sure know.
And I took that lesson actually once I was working in the bakery in Silverdale.
Okay, so then flash forward. I'm on the road teaching with the Winbecklers. They're like at all the shows that I teach at, and so it's pretty cool that that sort of history is still there, and that the Winbecklers are still very ingrained in the the cake decorating community. And actually,
and I am not.
But she still does. She still does.
That's true.
She may use a box now, but
it's all good.
We make her doctor it up. So
I'm good
because I'm the scratch baker. So so we're gonna start with that. Some fun little things. Mom used to kind of go all out for the holidays. So little Easter bonnet. I don't know where the picture went with me in my little Easter dress. Mom used to make most of my clothes, and so I always had lots of super cute little Easter dresses and the little bonnet and all of that. So and my bug zoo. Remember my bug zoo?
Yes.
I loved my bug zoo.
She was totally into her bug zoo. That's a whole nother story.
It is. We have lots of stories.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start out with our bunny cake here. And again, this is really for any skill level. I'm not sure. Let me turn it around so you can see. So we have the up camera. So, and we'll splice that in, but So Mom used in 2 8-inch rounds, although I think this cake was bigger. I really think that
I don't think I had
no?
bigger cake.
Maybe a 9-inch.
I could have had a 9-inch cake pan.
Okay. So we're using 2 8-inch rounds, which we have over here. So these are our, and we did just because we're doing semi-homemade for you today. This is semi-homemade. So we did use a box mix and we did modify it. Yeah. And we did modify it. So if you're using box mixes, you really want to kind of take that artificial chemical taste out by swapping out the oil for melted butter, swap out the water for, yogurt,
or milk,
coffee creamer, or milk. I use chocolate milk in these. I had a bunch of chocolate milk because my son and I bought too many. So I use that.
It does make a huge difference on a mix.
Yeah.
Because it does take, mixes to me have that little touch. I don't know if it's like coconut or whatever it is, but when you add fresh ingredients into the mix, it takes that out and makes a big difference.
The Loran, I don't have any sitting here, but the Loran bakery emulsions too are really great because you can add some flavor that's pretty intense that won't bake out like extracts will. So that's another tip for you. So we've just got 2 8-inch rounds here. We did pop them in the freezer, so they're super cold. And I just took some foam core and cut down a piece here that we're going to use because somebody did prepare for this. That would be me. That's just
we were
going to
start 2 hours ago, but just saying.
Yeah, so I love a challenge. Mom, not so much. Okay,
so we're to the grocery store.
So we're going to be using our 8-inch rounds, and then Mom, I wanted you to taste this. So
okay.
We have 2 different buttercreams. There's lots of different buttercreams that you can make. This one here is a Swiss meringue buttercream, and then this one over here we did, which is a
fake.
It's a faux. I was going to say bastardized, but I'm not sure if that was politically correct. But this is basically a Swiss meringue buttercream, but instead of boiling the egg whites with granulated sugar, it's just pasteurized egg whites in the mixer with powdered sugar, and then butter and a little bit of vanilla. So I want you to taste it.
Which is kind of closer to what I do.
Yeah, it's more of an American buttercream.
I got my recipe for buttercream from Butch the baker when I worked in the bakery.
Yeah, sorry, we're a technology family, so that was my phone.
Oh, 2 pounds of powdered sugar to 1 pound of butter, and then whatever else you wanted, and you beat the crap out of it.
That's the key, is beating the crap out of your
Oh my God, you have to.
Yeah. So that is the faux Swiss meringue buttercream. To me, it has a grainy texture because of the
it does.
powdered sugar. Let me do
I have to think of
the other end here.
I have to think about, I'm going to go home and make some icing now and taste mine to see if it has that grainy.
Well, it's powdered sugar, so powdered sugar always is grainy, whereas with the Swiss...
but can't you beat the crap out of it enough where the grainy won't?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's just that texture. See, whereas this would be grainy if it was straight sugar, but because we boil it, it melts and incorporates with the egg whites.
Right. So this is sweeter.
Very much so.
Faux.
This has 2 pounds of powdered sugar, whereas in a base recipe, which makes about 12 cups, whereas this, in a single batch, I use 6 ounces of egg whites to 9 ounces of granulated sugar.
Wow. And then that really beats up.
Yeah, but it's still, even with the granulated sugar, it's not super sweet.
No, it isn't. And for me, it just depends on what you're going to put it on, right? So super sweet to me, like if you have like I have that chocolate cake recipe that is like so dang chocolatey.
Yeah. It's like fudge cake.
It's like, it's so intense. I like the super sweet icing on top of that.
Okay.
So I think it just all depends on what you're using it for. But you're right. I do taste the grainy
We are going to use
mess
this
of the
one
powdered
since we are
sugar.
most of it. So
Yeah, but it's good.
yeah, so I'm gonna whip this up. I'm going to. What was that?
I tossed my thing on the
Oh,
floor.
you just set it over there.
Okay.
Set it out of the way.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So kind of talk them through what you're doing. So you take an 8-inch round.
There's two. All you need on this one is 2 8-inch rounds. So this is the face, and then this is going to be the ears and the bow. So the ears may not be. That's a big ear.
It's been a while since you've done this.
It's been a really long time. Okay.
So we're not torting and filling the cakes either, because this is this is back in the day considered a carved cake, folks.
Yeah.
Right, Mom?
Mm-hmm. You should never lick your fingers.
No, you should never. Mom.
Right. Okay. So now, isn't that so cute? Oh.
So,
little bunny.
All right, so I would make them even on your,
I think you. Okay.
you know, because you got all this space down here.
Whatever.
Is your mom's like this too, guys?
Yeah. Mommy knows best. And then, of course, if you don't use a chocolate cake, then you don't have all these chocolate flakes all over.
So I'm going to turn that around so they can see.
Yeah.
Here's a wet wipe for you, because, you know,
I need
at some point in your life, you end up taking care of your parents. Oh, boy. Okay.
Oh, that was a good one.
All right, so
Okay, that's our hell, people.
what, this is a PG show. Just
Oh,
kidding.
shut up.
So what do you,
I just want.
do you want to get rid of these scraps,
Well,
or
if you want to, you can.
or aren't they going to end up in your?
Well, I think I probably would have just cleaned it off afterwards, but whatever.
Well, you're going to end up with it in your buttercream if it's there, right?
Well, I'm not going to put buttercream here.
Okay. For your pure
You know what?
enjoyment.
I think, because I want his ears to go like that. Yeah, that's better. There, now that's better, don't you think? It's his little ears, because then we can go like that. Oh, so cute. There.
Okay.
And then I think we can just scrape everything.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. This is all you, Mom.
let's do it. Okay. So this, you are just going to slop this icing on here.
I'm just your assistant.
You sure are. Okay. Let's
Ding, 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 ding. Hurry, hurry. The Easter Bunny is coming.
Oh, whatever.
So when you worked in the bakery, how quickly did you have to pump out your cakes? Did you have a time quote?
Well, I mean, if you've got you usually had a lot of orders on the weekend. So the faster you were, the more cakes you could do.
Mm-hmm.
And my quarter sheet cake,
Here's your garbage bowl.
okay, which was the most popular, I was able to ice the cake, fill it.
There's an offset too if you want.
Okay.
Ice it, fill it.
Fill it and decorate it with this big old in 7 minutes.
So what?
Decorate it with roses. Happy birthday. Boom, done.
7 minutes, guys.
7
Which
minutes.
honestly, I don't know that has really. I mean, some bakeries it's 10 minutes.
Oh, do they give time?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God, no, we did not.
Yeah.
Which, if you're watching this, you know dang good and well you wouldn't have told me I had a time limit.
It was a different time. I mean, this is
Right.
before Walmart,
Well, or Costco,
Yeah.
because they're all like production.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take
So I'm going to just say that some of this crumb crap is getting into the icing, but we don't care because
she didn't clean up, like I said.
no, because it's on
I'm
there.
just
Shush.
teasing.
What is this for?
This is for you because you're getting crumbs in here now too. Gee, for being the same sign, one of us is a little more OCD than the other, huh?
Whatever. Okay, so we all have our OCD areas.
Okay, this isn't where we start telling all the secrets.
Right.
Okay, so let me show you something, Mom. So this is new. This is not something you had back in your day. Stop it. So these are frosting smoothers. So you can actually come through and just use it to smooth. Just like that.
Okay. You can do the smoothing at the end. And it is actually 10 times better to decorate a cake when it's frozen.
Mm-hmm.
And this is starting to thaw, so yeah.
Cold. I decorate mine chilled overnight. You can turn it around to you.
Oh, thanks, honey. So kind to me.
So, and if you want to make your frosting whiter, because this has butter in it, so it's a little more yellowy. And I noticed with this faux recipe, it's a lot more yellow than the Swiss meringue. I mean, look at that.
Oh, it is. I wonder
yeah.
why.
I don't know.
Powdered sugar.
But you can put a little purple in there and it will make it white.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
Whoa.
The student is teaching the teacher.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, that's like when she first started decorating. So she would call me and say, Mom, how do I do this? And, at first I would be like, oh, yeah, blah, blah. And then she called me, the last time she called me, she goes, Mom, how do you do this? And I said, babe, I have no idea what you're talking about. She's like, okay, whatever, I'll Google it, and hung up.
So it's kind of like when I was growing up and I'd say, this was the classic. I'd say, I need help with my homework because I didn't know how to do something. And I would go to my mom and I would say, Mom, how do you do this? And you know what she would say? I already did school.
No, I already...
No.
I would say, depending on the grade you were in, I already did 5th grade. You can figure it out for yourself.
Which was really,
I have no stinking idea what you're talking about.
Right. So as I learned when I had my child later on in life, it was because she didn't know. She didn't know how to do it. It wasn't because she did the grade.
We didn't have that new math crap and all that.
No, times are different. They don't even teach kids cursive anymore.
I think it's horrid. Okay,
so we're going to finish icing this, and we will come back when it's all iced, because obviously it's like watching paint dry, even though we are hysterical.
Right.
So we'll come back and show you once it's all iced.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with you. Hey guys, we are back, and my mom is now coloring some coconut. We started off using a little bit of the Americolor fuchsia, and it was too purpley, so we went with Artisan Accent colors. They're Pinkalicious, because, I like to say alicious. So she just added a little bit to the coconut, and she's coloring it because that's what she is going to put in the ears and just make it a big mess, too. I just want to point that out.
It's okay, though, because it's not my gift.
Oh, gosh. All right, so should I take this off of the turntable, or do you want
to? Well, actually, that's fine.
Okay.
So one of the things you note on this cake is that it's all completely flat.
You can take your gloves off.
Iced. Well, no, because then it'll get my hands yucky. In the olden days, we didn't do that. And that's why we put coconut on the cake.
In the olden days.
That was a few years ago. Okay, so that's that. So the insides of the ears are pink, and then we also went with a pink on
the bow.
The bow. Smoosh it.
So I will say that the faux Swiss meringue I do like for this because it doesn't crust. So the coconut sticks to it a lot easier than a crusting buttercream. Otherwise, if you use, you can use a crusting buttercream, but you probably want to spritz it a little bit to dampen it so that it
because
sticks.
This is
It totally looks like I remember.
It does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So delicious. So dang messy. I don't remember it being this messy, but
really. I
And then
always
also-
saw the end product, and that was it.
Right.
Didn't you do coconut and green too on the thing, and you put like little spelled eggs and stuff
Yes, that was later on when I was getting really creative. The initial ones were just basically colored bow tie.
in it? They also didn't have fondant back then.
Oh, please.
Did you guys have fondant back then?
Oh,
Fondant. depending on
fondant.
what show
You know what?
watch.
I don't know. Google it. See when fondant was first made. Oh, this
Is it fondant or
I have no idea.
fondant or fondue?
Fondue is that cheesy crap that you dip bread in.
Like
Right.
fondue it, don't do it. I don't know. All right. So what's
Okay,
next?
that's really pretty.
That is really
Really homemade.
sure.
Okay, so now we will finish homemading it.
It's homemade. You want scissors?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
absolutely. Wow. Okay.
So it turns out that because she's using the coconut, it kind of hides all the
blemishes, the
all of
chocolate.
the chocolate. Yeah.
Which
Oh,
is
should I
really
not spread that out? Do you put it on yours too?
yeah, you do.
Oh.
Go ahead and ruin it.
My bad.
Oh my god.
I just
I know.
to
Keep your damn hands off my cake.
oh gosh, and this is why I did learn much from her as a cake decorator. All right, it's coming
Hey,
along.
wow, look at this. And slop it along like that. Oh boy.
If you're not making a mess, you're not having fun. Okay, we're back.
Yes,
So,
we are.
You have finished putting all the coconut on, and now you're gonna do what?
Make it look cute with face.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna
We're going to do his face. So
what are we using?
we are going to use candy melts for
Okay.
the eyes. Chocolate. What are this?
Yeah.
What do you
So
got?
I just took some candy coating, which is I use Guittard, and then we also have the Wilton candy melts. So Mom is using the blue ones, which are Wilton candy melts for the eyes, and then I had piped some chocolate for whiskers and things like that. So she broke some apart to make little pupils,
Mm-hmm. And then I ate the other pieces
and then she ate the other pieces.
because the pupil was feeling lonely. Actually,
Oh,
the rest
wow.
of it was. So
Okay, so there you go.
okay, so a little chocolate for the dark of his eyes. Then we have a cute little bunny nose. How do I want this nose to go? No. This
That way, yeah.
that way. Okay. Okay. Where's the picture?
Oh, you took it and stuck it in a Ziploc bag.
I didn't stick it in a Ziploc bag.
Okay. They're over there.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to do whiskers.
The whiskers are just Guittard chocolate that I piped on an acetate sheet.
Because, oh,
They're fragile.
they're very fragile.
There you go.
Mm. Fragilely delicious.
You only do 2? You don't do an
Mhm.
odd number?
Not done yet. Hush. Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte.
Sweet Charlotte.
Oh, this is way too long.
They melt very easily in your hands too. What?
Oh, my Gemini daughter. I prayed the day of my birthday. I don't want it on my birthday. I'm not sharing my birthday.
So she had me 3 days later.
I did. Dang.
Told you they're fragile.
That one was really delicious.
So if you're doing this in a real bakery, you don't do what she's doing and put your fingers in your mouth. Right, Mom?
I didn't put my finger in my mouth. I
Okay.
put the chocolate on my
So
lips.
what else do we have left to do?
We can do a cute little smile.
Aww.
Oh, so cute. So when she was growing up, we didn't use candy melts because I don't think they'd been invented yet.
I know, I'm 80.
Oh my God.
Which makes you 150.
Uh-huh. Oh. So we used gumdrops and would take the big gumdrop, cut the bottom off to make the flat part of the eyes, and then eat the rest.
There you have it.
Yep. And then we would take gumdrops and decorate. We're using candy melts because
That's what we have.
Gumdrops.
I would have left 2 in the middle.
Shut up. There we go. That's perfect.
Looks like a dice. I'm just kidding. A die.
Okay, so
that's the finish.
there
So
you
what
go.
I would recommend doing too, just to finish up your board, is to take a little bit of green buttercream and just frost the board, and then you can put like some little, Easter eggs and things
Candles,
like that.
all of that stuff.
So that is our semi-homemade childhood fam tradition cake.
Yeah.
There you have it. Started with my grandma and was passed down to my mom, and we are making it for you today.
You never made these for Nate, did you?
No,
Poor
I did not.
Nate.
I used the wooden
Nate.
pans.
2 hours in therapy on that one, babe.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Well, we hope that you have enjoyed this first round of
Eyebrows.
of bunny cake, and
There
we're
we
gonna
go.
move on to doing a production one for you a little bit later. So thanks for watching. Bye. All right, guys, here is our finished bunny cake. My mom had to take off, but I wanted to show you. I cleaned the board up, and I think it looks pretty good. It definitely reminds me of the bunny cakes from when I was little. Very nostalgic, and it was a lot of fun to create this with my mom today. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you'll stick around and participate in the next one. We'll see you there.